Hi everyone, so this video is going to be the next episode of ways to fill your sketchbook, where I have a bunch of your suggestions in this little container and I'm going to pull out a random one, and that's how I'm going to draw today and work on my big sketchbook here. So let's just get right into it. I don't really know. There's a lot. I'm trying to mix it up. I'm always a little nervous at this part because I don't know if it's going to be something like challenging or easy. Oh, one fell out. Maybe I should go with the one that fell out. I'm scared. Okay, scroll with your eyes closed on Pinterest 3 times and then combine. So I kind of shortened this, but basically what that means is I have to scroll down my Pinterest feed and basically find 3 random reference photos, and I'm going to try to incorporate them into the sketch page. So I'm on my browse page. There's 2 columns, so I'm gonna start with the left column, scroll with my eyes closed, and when I stop, the first one on the left column is what I will choose. So let's scroll, stop. Oh, we got a mushroom. Okay, I'm gonna pin that. Okay, scroll again. Not looking, not looking, not looking. Stop. Oh, this is cute. Okay. This is actually really cute. Now I'm going to do the right column. Whatever appears on the top. Not looking, not looking, not looking. I'm just going with the very first. Oh, it's a little snake on a mushroom. That's so cute. So this is actually really fitting for what I've been drawing lately. I've been drawing a lot of flowers, a lot of animals, and mushrooms. And I'm really excited to keep doing that today. I'm actually I've been itching to draw this kind of stuff, so I'm excited. So there's definitely some mushrooms. There's a little snake on a mushroom, which I think is pretty cool. A cat and some flowers. I sketch in a really light color so that I can do watercolor on top of it. I might just draw the 3 references just so I can sort of see what we're working with here. Then we got a little snake on a mushroom, which I think is so cute. And you never really see snakes on mushrooms. You always see frogs and other stuff. It's always a frog, I guess because they're called toadstools. So the toads like to sit on them. But I don't really know if I've seen a lot of snakes on mushrooms. Have you? I mean in art. I definitely haven't seen it in real life. But I'm down to draw a bunch of snakes and mushrooms. Wait, I did something like that for Patreon. A bunch of worms around a mushroom. I think I did. But they were snaky worms. I don't know. This is probably really hard to see for you. But I'm gonna color these. Draw them all separately in my own style. And then combine them together somehow. I am kind of obsessed with drawing mushrooms lately. It's funguary, if you've heard of that, where you draw mushrooms every day. And I just so happen to develop a mushroom drawing phase, even though I'm not participating in funguary. I hope my camera doesn't fall. It's actually taped to my desk right now because my tripod is so small, my camera is so top heavy. Do you have any suggestions for tripods? Desktop tripods for top heavy cameras that don't wobble around, and I have to tape the leg to the tripod. It needs a weight or something. Counterweight. I like to wet the paper before. It just kind of helps everything be a little softer. Starting with the mushrooms. I'm using colors that are already on my palette because I mixed up a bunch of colors. And lately when I've been doing watercolor, I've been trying to vary the hue. So now I went in and grabbed some orange. And then I clean it off, get some clear water, and blend it out a bit. Also, something about this sketchbook, I love the watercolor side, but the paper is not the same on both sides. The other side is it almost feels like hot press watercolor paper, but you can't sketch on it. You can't erase at all. Ink is fine, just felt tip pens are fine. Watercolor is not the greatest on the back side of it, but like pencil, you can't erase. It just smudges, so I gotta keep that in mind. But I really do like this watercolor side, so I probably wouldn't buy this again. Well, it was a gift. But yeah, I probably wouldn't buy this sketchbook again because I kind of like my sketchbook's paper to be fairly consistent throughout it, and this is not consistent. But maybe I'll end up finding a way that, finding a method that works. Because maybe you don't want to do watercolor on both sides of the page, because then it will just make it all warped. And I don't always use watercolor, so I'll just plan out where I paint what. Oh, I forgot to leave spaces for the white dots. I'll add that in with paint. For some reason, the stem of the mushroom is always a little bit tricky for me. I also try to not be too afraid to like really saturate the colors, because when it dries, it will be lighter and more desaturated. So if you overdo it, it might end up being just what you want. It's a little scary though, because you never know exactly how it's going to dry. I'm also going to go over this with pencil. It won't just be watercolor. Okay, while that dries, I'll do the cat. Okay, this is a little bit of a different palette, but it's still very like yellowish. So I'm gonna wet it. It's kind of like yellowish overall, so let's add some of that. It's good sometimes to drop down a base tone. I forget to do that a lot with watercolor. Just a color that kind of helps set the tone for the rest of the drawing. The cat is very orange. There's quite a dark green behind the cat. This one's a little bit more tricky. Now the cat has some shadow on him. There's actually a lot of flowers on the cat, so I might add that in gouache, but it also doesn't really matter. I'm just kind of getting a feel for what the colors and stuff are like. I want to make the flowers very green. We're gonna do some more details on the mushrooms now. Sometimes it needs one layer, sometimes it needs two before I do the pencil. Sometimes I even do three. And sometimes I don't count. Okay, this needs more blue. Don't be afraid to go dark. That's not even that dark, to be honest. Especially behind light objects, you can go dark to really accent them. adding purple to darken this one a bit because it's in behind. Too much water. Okay, that one's a little weird. That's okay. I'm just doing this very fast. Keeping it loose. Keeping it loose. Time to do the snake. I forgot to wet the paper. This could be a problem. We'll see. Oh, that is the wrong color. I just completely dipped my paintbrush in the wrong, like, that was supposed to be yellow. I was not looking. I'm doing this too fast. I don't know. I might have messed up the snake, but we'll see. It's gonna be mostly pencil, so I'm just like dropping in the like underpainting. And there's some green underneath. I don't know. We'll see. Even the mushrooms, I'm like, I messed that up a little bit. Pencil often does most of the work. I kind of forgot I was filming for a bit there. I'm doing the lines on the mushrooms. I just got lost in the mushrooms, I guess. I don't know if I'm gonna end up combining these three. I think I just want to draw them. Just three little nice drawings. I know that says to combine them, but I don't know if I really feel like doing that. It's meant to be like enjoyable. Like there's no hard rules. You don't have to do exactly what it says. It's just something to get the juices flowing. And if your watercolor is too dark in one area, okay, that's still pretty dark. You can just go over it with a light pencil crayon and it'll lighten up a bit. Okay, I want to do the white dots on the mushrooms, which is gonna bring it alive, I think. Okay, let's see. I don't like doing perfect circles. I like them to be not that perfect. Yeah, this is a bit better. Even though it's way bigger, it's just a better brush so you can get more precision. Now I just want to do some brighter whitish greenish color on the grass to kind of lighten it up a bit. I don't know how I've been drawing for 45 minutes already. That's how long this has taken. Alright, time to draw the cat. Yeah, I feel like this is, I'm not going to combine them. I'm just drawing them on the same page because I kind of like focusing on the details of each image, treating it more as like a study in my own style than making a whole illustration. These are the flowers. I'm going to be going in with the white to further define the flowers. This one is much more experimental. I don't really know if it's going to work out, but I like the way it's going so far. I think this is a really pretty photo. If I had a photo of my pet like this, I'd be pretty happy. Whoever took this. I will link my board in the description so you can go and see where the photos came from. And if the wrong person is credited, I can try to edit that on my end, because sometimes Pinterest is like, it like promotes a lot of theft of images. Like people will repin stuff from places that it was stolen, and then that post will get popular instead of the original creator. That's kind of why I kept a lot of my Pinterest stuff private, so that I wasn't like accidentally promoting stolen work, so everything was just like private galleries. But it's the unfortunate part of Pinterest. But a lot of social media is like that, which is kind of sad. I think Pinterest is the worst. I still really like it for finding images easily, and it's easy to find images that are related to the ones you already have, but it unfortunately doesn't always credit where something is from. I want to do tiny little shines on the cat's eye. I also want to darken the eye, so I'm going to go in with some watercolor. Watercolor can work on top of pencil if you're careful about it. This brush is so bad, look at it. I need a better brush. Oh, this one might be good. Let me try. I randomly have Blue's Clues You Just Got a Letter stuck in my head. I find it hard to draw stuff where a lot of things are overlapping, but I think I'm doing an okay job. I think half of its face needs to be in shadow, which is kind of scary to do, but I will do it. Hope I didn't just ruin it. I'll try to put some in the shadow. I might be overdoing it now. Should I stop? Someone told me to stop. Please tell me to stop. Stop, 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 stop. There's so many flowers in the original picture though. I have to add more. Okay, I'll wait for that to dry, add some details. I'm gonna do the snake now, which probably isn't gonna work out very well, but we'll see. The mushroom. Did I just ruin it? Did I just ruin it? Okay. I feel like I've been drawing for too long. It's been too long. I'm really like focusing on these. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this. It was pretty fun. Just like focusing on these reference images and trying to like translate them into my sketchbook style. I've been drawing a lot of mushrooms recently. I actually have a mushroom print I'm probably going to be making with like a bird and a bunch of mushrooms and some other stuff in my next shop update. It should be sometime in March, maybe late February. In the meantime, you can check out my Patreon if you want to see more sketches like this. I scan them in and post them like every month so you can see all my sketchbook pages. There's a lot of posts on my Patreon, a huge backlog of content if you pledge there. Thanks so much for watching this how to fill your sketchbook episode. I hope you're able to draw along with me or put this on in the background while you did other stuff, and I'll see you in my next video.